Okay, let's try something different.
Hey viewers, this is the face behind the creation, even though you probably already know that. Because obviously my face is on my, my avatar, KPI, whatever you want to call it. Today I kind of want to talk about a subject that's like very personal, it has to do with this YouTube channel and like the reason why I started it. So like pretty much all my life, since I was in 3rd grade, if you've like read like my bio to my website, you know this already. And of course if you follow my Tumblr, you also know this, and my original Tumblr. But I started writing when I was in 3rd grade, and I love to do it. I've pretty much been doing it all of my life. There has never been a point in my life where I didn't want to. And as you already know, I am 21, and when I went to college, around, the age of 18, I went for journalism because, I was just like, there isn't really a degree plan for what I want to do in my area. And like, even though I went out of city, like I couldn't go too far, I couldn't get too expensive because I just couldn't afford that, and eventually I ended up dropping out anyway because I realized that what I was doing in college wasn't something that I wanted to be doing my entire life, because I just felt like the field was really sleazy and it just wasn't for me. Like the writing I do, I don't want it altered in any way, I don't want to write what people want, if that makes sense. Like, what I write is me. Like, that is my essence. That's who I am. And I don't want somebody to try and change that for, popularity. And I didn't want to write for popularity. I wanted to write because I wanted people to enjoy the things that I wrote, and I wanted to be able to make a living off of it, rather than, being stuck at a job that, you hate. Being stuck at a dust job or something. A lot of people think, just because you don't go to college or you don't finish college, you're unsuccessful, and everybody feels that you need college to be successful, and it's just like, there's some people out there like me who aren't necessarily deadbeats, but it's just the experience that we had at college wasn't the experience that we were hoping for, wasn't the experience that we wanted. So, I don't know. I guess I went with the flow that, everybody who didn't go to college did. It was just like, get a crappy job, live in a crappy apartment, and just, go with the flow of society and stuff. And, last year was a really bad year for me, so I had a whole lot of things going on that it was difficult. And so finally I decided, I'm just going to start from scratch, and I'm going to try my hardest in doing what I love, and that was, writing and finding different mediums to do it in that I would actually enjoy. And, I do game a lot for the most part. I'm more of like a casual gamer. Like, I don't do like first person shooting or anything, Sims and Final Fantasy, things like that, a lot of handheld games and stuff. Real casual, like I love Nintendo, so. Yeah, let's see, I started, looking at a whole lot of gameplay videos for like The Sims, because that was like something I'd never done before, and I ran into this entire community, and I was just like, wow, okay, this is really cool. So, I watched a whole lot of videos, and I was just like, these people are pretty much starting where I am, doing what they love, and I was just like, why can't I do that? And then I was just sitting there, just dreaming, and I was just like, one of these days that's going to be me. One of these days I'm going to get my writing out. And so finally I decide, why am I sitting here dreaming and not acting when I could be doing the same thing? I could be doing things that I love, and stuff like that, and like I do it with The Sims, but it's not so much as like I am like totally in love with The Sims. It's the fact that I'm in love with like my writing, my creativity, and my imagination. And Sims is a medium for that. And I do love the game. Don't get me wrong. I do love the game. It's so fun. I started playing Sims. I actually started with Sims 2. I started playing when I was in the 6th grade, so it wasn't like right when it came on or anything. But that's when I started playing it, and I played it on PS2. It was a long time ago. I think it was like 12. And I was like at a friend's summer party. That was the first time I ever came in contact with Sims ever. And I'm like, you know, and like I pretty much came from a family that we don't, you know, we're not spoiled in any way. We don't get to have a whole lot of luxury. So it's like things like that. That was like you didn't get those things. It was like if you did, it would just be like a really good Christmas or something like that. But you know, so that was pretty much childhood, and I guess you'll learn more about that, you know, in my LP, because I do want to keep doing this. But you know, recently, like I've been like downed a whole lot because even though my channel isn't progressing the way that I would hope, like I don't necessarily feel bad about that, but I feel like all the people who I'm trying to like convince that I can do this, they think, oh, you know, you should just do something that we're doing, you know, just do something for the meantime, you know, this can be like a part-time thing, but it's like, it's not so much about the YouTube thing, it's about me doing what I want to do, what I think I can do, what I feel confident in doing. And I was like, I know everybody doesn't make it, but it's like, why would I be good at this without being able to use it? Does that make sense? Like this is the only thing that I'm good at, that I can see myself doing, that I've been doing for so long, and it's like, why can't I take this and make a difference with it? Why can't I take this and, you know, prove a point, you know, just show what I can do? Like, why can't I do that without being judged in any way? Like, it's like, I don't understand why I have to be judged for wanting to do something like that. And it's like, you can sit here and you can go to school and you can watch all these movies and stuff on like shooting for your dreams, but then it's like you graduate and it's like, okay, welcome to reality, where things don't go the way you want them to go. And it's like, I understand that things are hard work, but it really irritates me when people take that as, okay, you're not doing anything with your life, when the things I do are hard work. Like, I literally stay on my laptop for hours and hours, and like, I do all of this on a laptop, guys. Like, I wish I had a really good desktop to like do all these things on. Like, I wish that I could afford all of those things, but I just can't. Like, I could barely afford this, and like, this is already a blessing, so I couldn't imagine what I could do with, you know, an actual desktop and like a really good microphone, because the microphone that y'all hear sometimes, guys, like literally, like, you see these headphones, like right now, you see these that have like the freaking, this, for some reason my laptop doesn't like read it as a microphone anymore, so I can't use that. So what I ended up using is my phone, and I use the microphone because it's way better than that for some reason. And like, sometimes if you hear like the little movements in my videos and stuff, it's because, you know, holding that forever makes my arm tired, and I'd rather not. And I'm investing in like a better microphone eventually, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, I needed to rant, you know. There's a whole lot of ranting I needed to do that I've been so upset about lately, because I'm so tired of people telling me that what I do isn't a job, when what I do is pretty much like a downscale of what people in Hollywood do. Like, I'm running a one-woman show here. It's like, you know, I'm writing scripts, I'm filming, I'm editing, I'm dabbling a little bit in the voice acting, and I have never came into contact with any of these things besides writing. So I'm basically teaching myself how to film, teaching myself how to edit, how to use all these softwares, 3D animations, things like that, and I've never done any of this before. Like, I've never touched anything. Like, the only thing I know how to do is, like, navigate through a basic computer and, like, find files and whatnot. But, all of these things that, have to do with, like, technique and whatnot, like, I'm clueless, and I'm teaching myself all of this in, a matter, a couple months. Like, I've only had, like, my videos being posted and, like, active for, like, maybe, like 2 months, maybe. And, I appreciate the support I do get because it's mainly from, like, closer friends, and it's, like, it's so hard to be, it's so hard to feel encouraged, and it's hard to feel like what you do matters. Because in a sense, it doesn't matter if somebody's not getting anything from it, and it's just like, why? So, that was my, nightly vlog, I guess. I just really wanted to get that off my chest because I felt like it needed to be said. I felt like, I don't know, like an emotion dump, because there's not like a whole lot of people I can talk to about this, because it's, I don't know. And usually when I feel like this, I'm usually writing it out on Tumblr and stuff, and I was like, well, why not do that on YouTube too? Just, have an emotional dump right on YouTube because everybody else does it, so why not? Well, anyways, good night. Have a nice day. Possibly sleep well. I'm gonna finish off this wine and probably go to sleep.
I guess what I'm really trying to say, guys, is, don't let anybody tell you that you're not worth something, that what you do and what you love to do truly doesn't mean anything, because if it means something to you, it's gonna mean something to somebody else, because there's so many people in this world. There's so many different kinds of amazing people that are gonna love you for who you are. Out of like 7 billion people, there's ought to be one person that loves what you do. And you use that as encouragement to continue to do what you love to do. Don't get discouraged, because that is one thing that I am fighting so hard to do, is to not be upset about the fact that, maybe the people around me don't care. But I know that there's people out there who do, and I know that there's people out there who love it, because there have been times where I've talked to people and I've helped them in ways that I couldn't even imagine, because half the time I feel like I can't do that for someone the way that people can do that for me. And I don't know, I guess I just kind of wanted to put my story out there, show my gratitude for the people who are here, because you give me a whole lot of hope, you give me a whole lot of motivation to continue to do what I do and not feel guilty about wanting to, make my own dreams come true. And I thank you guys a whole lot for that. And I guess I'm gonna say have a good night again, because I felt like I needed to say that. But alright, bye.